Alright, what's good YouTube? Prince here, back with a quick video. I just got done streaming Season 2 of Tekken 8. I was playing Nina, and I like to start this video off and say that Tekken is cooked. It's official, Tekken is cooked. It's not a meme no more. You know, normally when we used to say Tekken is cooked, it's a meme. Like, no one, we didn't actually mean that the game was cooked. You know what I mean? We were just kidding. It was just something you just say. But now we can officially say, I can officially say that this game is cooked, and I have no longer have any faith in the dev team. Not that I had that much to begin with. First off, every 20 characters in this game are boss characters. I'm not even joking. 20 characters in the game are boss characters. And also, this might be nitpicking, but for those of you that don't know or you're new to this channel, I play a multitude of characters, and I had multiple characters at God of Destruction. And I assumed that when the game would release in Season 2, all my God of Destruction characters would be Tekken King. But that's not how it works, actually. Your most played, or your God of Destruction character with the most amount of matches played will be a Tekken King in Season 2. And then all the other characters will just be Fujin, which is exactly what happened. So all my other characters are Fujin, and my list is Tekken King. Nina is like my favorite character. That's the character I was playing the most. So I had to play ranked with Nina in Season 2 and get her from Fujin up to Bushin, and then I was going to switch to Anna. But after encountering like so many matches of like nonsensical characters, I can genuinely say that this game is honestly cooked. Like, I'm not saying it in a, how do I say this? I'm not trying to say it to like put doom into the Tekken community or anything like that. I'm just saying it along the lines that this game is actually genuinely cooked. The changes have made so many characters go from boss status. Now, you're not going to see too much of it in these replays. I'm just going to have these replays play in the background so you guys have something to look at while I talk to you guys. I'm just going to try and make this video short for once. But I don't know if the dev team's philosophy in this game was... Oh, hold on. Let me turn down the volume, because I think somebody in my last video said the game audio in the background drowns my voice. So let me just go back to the main menu. Let's fix that real quick. But now I can honestly say Jun is a boss character. Asuka is a boss character. All the top tier characters pretty much either got a slap on the wrist or they got even stupider. I play Nina, and if you guys don't know about the Nina changes, they pretty much made it so now more moves than ever can transition into her quarter circle sway. And you can now do wall running moves from quarter circle, meaning you can now do quarter circle 1+2 instead of wall running 1+2. And I'm not even gonna lie, I definitely abused it. I definitely abused it in pretty much every single match that I played. Like, no joke, I abused it. You can now do down 2 with Nina into wall running 1+2. I don't know what the developers were smoking when they made this patch. I genuinely believe that the devs had thought that if every character in the game is a boss character, then that would mean that the characters in this game are balanced, and I disagree. This game went from being exhausting to play in Season 1 to becoming obnoxious to play in Season 2. Like, I think once the day one effect wears off and everybody sees that, like, if you go on Twitter right now, they're posting nonsense clips on Twitter left and right. People are doing death combos with Paul. Paul now has a guard break that was not actually intended to be a guard break, but he now has, if you do it right, I think it's forward 1+2, hold down forward. I think IMOP made a video on it, and genuinely, it's actually a guard break. He can do forward 1+2, hold down forward, cancel. If you cancel fast enough, you can do wall standing 3-2, and obviously at the wall, that's a wall splat into a combo. Or if you don't have the execution to do wall standing 3, 2, you don't do it fast enough, you can still get away with doing wall standing 4, and they can't block. It's crazy. Now, I'm assuming that was unintended. I actually don't think that they intended for that to be a thing in the game. But none of these changes make sense. I was coming from this game in a perspective that characters didn't need to get buffed. More so, they just needed to get nerfed. Like, most characters just needed nerfs. The only character in this game that I would say that needed actual buffs was Lydia. And you know what they did? Not only did they buff Lydia, they overbuffed her. Like, they made Lydia into a straight up boss character. Jack, what did they do with Jack? They made Jack into a boss character. If you see the combos that Jack is doing, and if you see the 2-1 pressure that Jack is doing into this new Gamma jump move that he does, and then your only response, like I even saw Kay was playing it, so it seems like your only response to the move is to just do a power crush. Now, depending on your character's power crush, that trade might not be in your favor. That trade probably is not going to be in your favor. And they've given a lot of characters these installs. Like, Zafina now has this install. I'm going to try and play a match of me fighting a Zafina player. And no joke, in the match itself, I'm tempted to skip all the way to that one match alone. That one video, that one match I played against Zafina is what inspired me to already do the video. And like, Nina's got extra gun extensions. She's got sidestep 1+2, 1+2 gunshot safe, which is fine, I guess, because it's not plus, but it gets pushback. And then they gave her a 14 frame punish, which is down 4, 3 plus 4, 2, 4, 3 plus 4, 1. It's a heat engager. It's a 14 frame punish. That's good. I'm fine with that. Nina kind of lacked 14 frame punishment. She does have, what you call it? She does have 4-3, which is 14 frames, but it's a high, so certain moves that are -14 that recover in crouching, like Eddie's back 3-3, you wouldn't be able to punish moves with that 4-3. But now they gave Nina forward 3 plus 4, 2. No, they gave her 2 new moves. They gave her 4, 3 plus 4, 2, and 4, 3 plus 4, 1, which is the heat engager. Now, 4, 3 plus 4, 2, honestly, it's pretty much just a knowledge check. The move is mid-mid. It's a knee. It's a gunshots. The gunshots are safe. It being safe doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that the move is safe with pushback.
Round 1.
It's safe. The move's safe already. It doesn't need to be safe with pushback. And you're actually going to see me use the move in this replay against this Leo player. But yeah, you can now do Ivory Cutter, transition into wall running 1+2 into sway moves. You can do down 2 into sway, which is insane. I don't know who thought we needed that. Nina players weren't really asking for that. Honestly, with Nina, all I really wanted was a good 14 frame punish, which is what I got. Everything else is just completely unnecessary. And they buffed the hell out of down 3 plus 4. If you're watching any Nina players right now, the combo, the way to end your combo is after your wall filler, down forward 1, down 3 plus 4 to end the combo. They buffed down 3 plus 4. That's her grounded stomp when they're on the floor. They buffed the damage by 10. So it now does 10 more damage. So which is why you're seeing a lot of Nina players end their combos with the move. It doesn't really give that much great Oki, but the damage is crazy. And then Leo has received... Leo is also kind of another character in this game, because now you can't step back 1 forward. And that's the new move I was talking about with Nina. You saw that move? That move's safe, by the way. It being safe isn't that big a deal, but it has pushback on block. I know you didn't see the Leo player block it, because they got hit with it when she's in heat. So... And oh gosh, Jack. Oh my goodness, Jack was a straight up boss character. Like, oof. Do I even want to show this replay? I mean, I did win, but like, oof. It's just so. It was just such a disgusting replay to look at. Like, I genuinely. As for Victor, I'm not really sure what new moves Victor got. I'm sure they probably gave him a ton of extra new moves too. Leo, you cannot, from what I've seen, you cannot sidestep back 1-4 no more. For those of you guys that don't know, you used to be able to you most used to be able to sidestep back the second hit of back 1-4. I know some players, I know that's more of like a high level strat to do against Leo players, and that's not something you see quite often, because they did incorporate Leo giving a new move with back, back 1/1+2, which is mid. So because Leo players have been doing that move a lot, you might not see people step back 1-4. For those that do know, you could step back 1-4, but now it is no longer possible to step back 1-4. So now when you do block back 1-4, you kind of just have to eat the mix. You just have to eat the mix and you just have to deal with it. They also did receive a new bow from KNK, I believe, which is +4 on hit and only -12 on block. Pretty good move, honestly. I don't know if Leo needed it. I do play Leo. I play like pretty much 80% of the characters, but maybe the Leo players can let me know if that move is needed. I don't really have a problem with the move, but there's definitely a lot of moves in this game. A lot of transitions. It seems like the devs' philosophy in this game was to make everything transition. I'm not even joking. They wanted everything to transition in this game. And that move does so much damage now. Holy. But for those of you that guys haven't played Season 2, you guys haven't looked at the patch notes, I might do a video on Nina addressing all the patch changes. I mean, to be fair, let me say this one positive thing. You are able to sidestep into the foreground. I've done that in matches. I played a Dragunov player. I didn't save the replay. I blocked down 2. He did while standing forward, and I actually did sidestep into the background, and I was able to launch. But I'm not sure if the game devs are actually telling the truth when it comes to round start input buffering, because I haven't really noticed much of a difference in the round start input buffering. And this match right here is a good indication that they did do the right thing by removing armored heat engagers, because this Eddie player literally did back 3+4 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row. You can tell this is one of the Eddie players that was probably carried by armored heat engagers, because it was just his answer for everything. He even tried to do it there. And I'm putting this guy on blast because this guy is honestly trash. And when he did get a lucky win, I destroyed him this match, and then I played him again afterwards, and he got a lucky win off me. And then he immediately left and went and done. See, right there, like for instance, I was talking right there. Like that move right there, back 3-3, that's a -14. Right? Hold up, I'm gonna wait. Try to whiff punish there. This move recovers, it's -14 recovers in crouch. So the right punch to do with Nina now, I used to, back in Season 1, you would do down forward 1-2 to punish this move, right? Now the best punish to do is do 4-3+4, 4-3+4-1. This is what it looks like. And that's the punish. I know it doesn't show, hold on, let me guys show you the battle status display. Wait, is this what says punish? Yeah, there we go. So that's the punish now. So for you guys playing Nina, this is your 14 frame punish. So remember that. Get used to doing that. I'm not used to it, so I punished it with down forward 1-2. But yeah, this Eddie play was completely carried by back 3+4 power crush last season, so I can just tell by his playstyle, because his playstyle involves so much back 3+4. So yeah, putting him on blast, because I don't really like people that like to one and done. punished it with 4-3. I could have punished it with reverse Ivory Cutter. And also, back to the other changes that I mentioned that are currently in the game. I'm not really sure if round start input buffering is real. Let me guys know in the comments if you actually feel like it is real. Because I've been doing moves that were like 12 frames and my opponent would do a move that's like 14 frames startup and I would get hit on counter hit. Also, Nina's back turn down 4-3-2-3 no longer works. So if you guys are used to playing Nina and that was your go-to, and you know, scrubbed as Rajar, I block, I punish, get body. So anyway, if you guys are used to doing back turn down forward 3-2-3 to punish back turn, stop doing that because that apparently doesn't work. So their back turn, just do, I don't even know, just do down back 3+4 or something else. Like, okay, now this is the Zafina match, right? This is what I wanted to show you guys.
Get ready for the next battle.
Like, Zafina now has an install. Again, I think the devs' philosophy in this game was make every character broken or every character absurdly strong, and that will just bounce the game entirely. Again, terrible philosophy. It just, that type of philosophy belongs in a game like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, not really in a Tekken game. I can completely say that Tekken is officially lost its identity. Pay attention to that parry right there. Look at this. She has the install, so back 3 does extra damage. And the way Zafina gets the install is she has to land moves that involve Azazel's hand. So moves like down forward 4-1, moves like back 1+2, just frame. Moves like, what's another move that involves the hand? Oh, what's it called? Scarecrow down forward 1-1, which is now a normal launcher. It's now a normal launcher. Not counter hit. I tried to duck the second hit for 2-3 right there. But it now launches on normal hit. And I think if that move were to hit me, it would also give her an install since it does involve Azazel's hands, but that move's very slow. This match is on Wi-Fi, by the way. This Zafina player is on Wi-Fi, and I was still able to react to that. But I can honestly say, even though this Zafina player might not be like the best example of showcasing how strong it appears that Zafina may look, I can assure you that these installs that Zafina has are amazing. And it really caught me off guard when I was playing this guy because, also look at this. You saw that, right? I want people to see this, right? I'm going to pause it right here. Everyone knows Zafina's parry. It pretty much parries everything, even airborne moves. I knew he was going to parry after back 2-2 because he did so in the first round. So I did perfect sidestep 1 into back 2-2, right? I'm actually going to turn on... I'm going to turn on the opponent's attack info, right? Look at this, right? So I do sidestep 1. I do a perfect sidestep 1 cancel into a block. Yes, you can sidestep 1 cancel into block. I do this to bait rage arts or bait like power crush moves. So I did it here, right? I was able to block the parry. The parry still comes out even though I'm blocking, right? And then her parry is +2 here. Again, it's not showing it. Hold on, let me show the frame info, right? See that? I'm -2 here, so even if you bait the parry and the parry animation comes out, Zafina is actually +2. I thought that was pretty crazy. I duck there, I launch. Like, my chat was going crazy when I saw that, because I'm like, bro, like, everybody's a boss character. And I do mean everybody is a boss character in this game. So, you know, just doing this short video to show what I think about this game currently. And I think Season 2 is... I know people are saying that the devs are going to do a lot of fixes. Also, if you guys didn't pay attention to those replays, you actually take chip damage when you break a throw, even when the opponent wasn't... Even if the opponent's not in heat. You take chip damage when you break a throw, even if heat isn't involved. So that means the devs were lying to us when they said that you would only take chip damage if your opponent was in heat. No, you take chip damage every time you break a throw. And I do mean every time you break a throw. It's ridiculous. And yes, you can see right there, Nina can now sway. She can now sway forward after 1+2. I mean, not 1+2. Ivory Cutter, right?
Round 2. Fight.
Well, let me turn off these because sometimes I feel like this is distracting for people. I don't know if people like seeing these, so I'm gonna just turn it off. I know it's a lot of people in like these blue ranks. They always press after Nina's quarter circle climb, so they've been eating a lot of 2-3 counter hits. And yo, that range from there. Did you see how far Nina was when she blocked that electric? Heihachi's electric range is crazy. It's pretty much like zoning.
Fight.
Getting calm pressing. I knew he was gonna do the get up low kick, so I tried to beat it with while running 1+2 for that. And as you can see, I took shit damage and I broke that throw. Again, I took chit damage, by the way. He's not unique, I am, and I took chit damage. And then I died from this death combo. Like, this combo is sick. And yes, my Nina was God Destruction in Season 1. But because she wasn't the character I played I apparently had the most wins on, most matches played, my Alyssa ended up being Tekken King, and my Nina was Petit Fujin, so that's why I was playing these matches, trying to get her back to at least Ryujin, so I could switch to Ana and see what Ana is about. I am going to be posting Ana matches, and I'm probably going to do an Ana breakdown, and I'm going to post a video on how to punish Ana, so if that's something you guys are interested in, follow me, sub to my channel. I will be doing a guide on how to beat Ana. Just killed her. I'm going to do a guide on how to play Ana, but first I'm going to post a guide on how to punish Ana, and my next upload is going to be anti-Ana gameplay, and me playing Ana in ranked and seeing how strong she is compared to the rest of the cast. Like, the rest of the cast is crazy right now. We have literal boss characters running around. And it just doesn't even feel like Tekken. I think we've finally transitioned to anime status. This game feels like more like an anime fighter than like Tekken. Especially now that you can see the combo counter and counter hits on the screen. And boom, Nina promoted to Bushin. I'm be posting more gameplay, so footage, so like, comment, subscribe. This is just what I think about the game so far in Season 2. I think Season 2 is cooked. I think the devs did a horrible job, and I think they are going to continue to do a horrible job. I think we should just get like maybe like the old devs that worked on Tekken 7 or something else. Like, I'm not really sure. Apparently we will have a balance change that will fix and address most of these issues in May, but we still have to deal with this for a whole month until May gets here. And on top of that, these characters are nuts. Like, the characters, so many characters are broken right now. I can genuinely say that if you're watching this game, a lot of people would be like, oh, but if the game holds everyone's hands, then shouldn't veterans and pro players do a lot better? No, that's not how it works. That's not the same as like buffing every character. Then wouldn't the top tier characters still be top tier characters? No, it's not the same. In this game, every character is on nonsense. I can genuinely say, with the way this game's mechanics work, anybody can win in this game. As of right now in Season 2, April 1st, anybody can win in this game. Anybody can win. I'm not joking. Anybody can win in this game. But like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitch and subscribe to me because I will be posting a guide on how to fight Ana because I know you guys want that. So I'm out.